Peak performance. It's the goal of every horse management program. Quality feed, excellent training and exercise, good breeding, and the best of care can bring out the champion in your horse. FASTRACK direct-fed microbials combined with good management practices can help give your horse an edge. Direct-fed microbials increase appetite and allow maximum absorption of the nutrients in feed. They work by stimulating the growth of beneficial bacteria and antimicrobial substances in an animal's digestive tract.
If you take a horse that is poor, that is stressed out, and you turn him out at grass, in 3-4 weeks it looks like a different animal. And this grass may be 7 or 8% protein. Let's say it's bluegrass. Now how can this be? It has to have something to do with fermentation, because the horse is not supposed to be in a stall. He's supposed to be out in a pasture field. So I think it just makes common sense that when you've got a horse in a stressed environment where he's stressed and an environment where he's getting dry feed, he needs a probiotic.
When a foal is born, its digestive tract is free of bacteria. However, it quickly picks bacteria that are both harmful and beneficial. These bacteria compete to control the digestive system. The basic idea behind direct-fed microbials is that by adding beneficial bacteria to the digestive tract, we are able to gain control of the digestive system. The result is better health, better growth, and better performance. Because direct-fed microbials are not antibiotics, animals will not build resistance to them, and the products can be used throughout a horse's life. Among those who have used FASTRACK, increased appetite is cited as one of its most important benefits. Horses on FASTRACK are not overweight. They just have increased for prime condition.
They're hungry. I mean, when feed time comes and you start putting the feed in, these horses get up in front of the stall and get ready to eat. They're really aggressive.
Although direct-fed microbials increase the appetites of horses, feed costs can be reduced because horses are better able to utilize the nutrients in feed and thus eat more hay and less grain.
As the summer months went on and the breeding season ended and we got into the sale season with some of the young horses that are going to be fitted for the sale, on some of those horses they were a little bit less thrifty and just seemed to have a little bit of problem as far as utilizing the nutrients that they were getting and maintaining a good state of growth and weight. We ended up instituting the FASTRACK lyophilized dry probiotics on them, and it's worked very, very well, and I've been very, very pleased. It's just amazing how quick you can see the results within just a matter of 2 or 3 weeks. If you do not see that animal and put him on there and come back, you see such a change that you can't hardly believe it. And you may have been going along for a month or 6 weeks prior to that trying to do things for that animal that you just were not getting results, and it just puts a great finish on the animals. And I'm a very, very strong endorser of the product, and I'm very, very pleased with the results that I've gotten from it.
I was just going to say that, I mean, any product that can bring the best out of a horse and can be supplemented with their feed and allow them to utilize the feed in a better way, I mean, it's good. I mean, it's got to be, everybody should be using it.
It does what it says it does. It breaks the chemicals down, breaks it all down. It made a believer out of me with him.
In addition, feeding less grain to horses has the added potential benefit of reducing the incidence of colic and other digestive problems. Horse owners report that direct-fed microbials also help reduce the effects of stress on their horses. Because they are always in top form, FASTRACK horses show fewer signs of strain from transport, feed changes, weaning, and other environmental changes.
What we've seen with my horses, I tried it, of course, on the worst horse I had to really test it, and in about 3 weeks we began to see lots of improvement in this horse's hair color. He put on weight, began to dapple out, get the big dapples that horses get that kind of makes them, you know, they're healthy when they're that way. Looked like they digested their food much better. So that's when I decided to put the whole stable on it. And I traditionally keep pretty good looking horses, and it improved them anyhow. They all look better, they're smoother. They seem to take stress better with it. you ship a horse, you move him, it helps him. Anytime one works, we try to, maybe give him a little extra dose of it, and it seems to let him recoup. The sun, the hot, the heat didn't bother him near as bad as it would ordinarily. It seemed to do its job for me.
The main thing I seen, the 2 horses we put on there, they wasn't eating up real good. And the color is just extremely well on these horses now. And I'll tell you one thing, I haven't had any like lung infections or anything since I put these horses on Fast Track. So that's probably the 2 most positive qualities in Fast Track.
By improving the overall health of a horse, owners report that Fast Track direct-fed microbials also enhances their appearance. And improved health means that horses have better dispositions and even greater performance.
Good product. We've been on it since probably the 1st of May. After about 60 days, you can see a marked improvement. The next 12 horses, I started out at 6-7-1. 2 of them were second, 2 of them were third, and 1 of them was fourth out of 12 starts. First $98,000 in 60 days with it. So I think I had a marked improvement. You can tell the difference in the horses' hair coat and just their general attitude.
Another area of major improvement is hoof condition. Your horse's performance is riding on its hooves.
A broodmare that belongs to one of my clients, that when she is in foal, she develops deep cracks, vertical cracks in her front feet. And the owners have tried every conceivable feed additive to remedy this without success. They've had to spend a lot of money on special horseshoeing, corrective horseshoeing. And she, on Fast Track, is now growing a near normal hoof.
Antibiotics can play an important part in keeping your horse healthy. Unfortunately, they aren't selective about which bacteria they wipe out. You need Fast Track to replenish your horse's supply of beneficial bacteria.
With the advent of very powerful antibiotics, we have to be very careful with a performance horse. A race horse is probably 20-25 times more susceptible to colitis because of the stress these horses are placed under. I've personally seen horses develop colitis because of too strong antibiotics. A good probiotic gives us the option to have the animal on probiotics before the antibiotics are given or at the same time, and to have the opportunity to avoid colitis because these antibiotics are so powerful, it's just dangerous. And we're in a position where there's so much pressure on the trainer to keep the horse in training that we don't have that option of letting the horse be at grass, turning the horse out a lot of times. We have to use these antibiotics to keep this horse going. So that's another valuable use for a probiotic.
Discover how Fast Track direct-fed microbials can positively impact your horse's energy level, hoof strength, resistance to disease, coat shine, and overall body condition.
I think if I went off the Fast Track, I could see the decline, right away.
This lady is probably the top trainer of halter horses, Arabians in the world. She's been all over the world. She has 35 horses in North Carolina, and she said that they hadn't had a colic in 9 months, that she has not seen a whole grain passed in the manure, and she's just remarkably impressed with the product. She said they've got better feet, better hair coats, and hold their weight better than she's ever seen. She's a very sharp lady, a lady that I really respect as a horsewoman.
Try Fast Track for yourself and bring out the best in your horse.